Hello everyone, this is Healthy Options with Maureen. Today we'll be making a very healthy bread. It's called the soda bread. It's made with whole wheat flour and also oats. The good thing about this soda bread is that it has no sweetener whatsoever. Even my kids really do love this soda bread. Come with me as we make this. I know for sure you will like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Give us a thumbs up and please share as well. Thank you. So for our soda bread, we'll be needing some seed whole wheat flour, natural plain yogurt. This has no sweeteners in it whatsoever. It's just natural and plain. A little bit of butter, cold butter of course. As you can see, I've been able to cut that into small chunks. Some salt, baking soda, and some oats. So first things first, we'll be combining the flour with the baking soda and salt. So I'm going to be using an entirely different bowl, and our flour goes in. Remember, our whole wheat flour has already been sieved, so it goes into the bowl. We'll be adding our baking soda. The baking soda goes in. The salt goes in as well. And I'm going to be giving this a good whisk just to combine. And then I'll be adding on our cold butter. So the cold butter goes in. And using my hands, I'm going to rub in the cold butter into the flour. So just using your hands, you rub in that way. Smashing the butter in between your fingers and of course combining it at the same time with the flour. So smash, you lift up and combine. So this just takes about a couple of minutes to bring this together. Then the next thing that I'll be going in will be our oats. The oats go in. I'm going to be combining the oats as well. And using my hands still, I'm just going to mix that through. I'm going to create a well in the center of the mixture, and I'm just going to turn in the yogurt onto the flour. I'm going to start by using a wooden spoon to bring it all together, because I'll be going in later with my hands. And I'm going to lightly flour the surface. So right now I'm turning this out onto the floured surface, so I can use my hands to bring it all together. If you notice your dough is a bit dry, you can always add on a splash of milk, and that's just what I'm going to do right now. To those places they're a bit dry, and I'll try to still bring everything together. I'm dipping my hand in flour as you can see, and I'm going to rub off, dip my hands in flour again, and I'll rub off to be able to get out everything that is sticking in my hands. Then I'll dip my hands in flour again and then collect to mold together. So we can see we've gotten the dough into a ball. Of course it's a rough ball, but that doesn't really matter. So we're going to try to press down while still keeping it in a circle. Of course, as you press down, you try to join the parts that are crackling together, or the parts that are cracking together rather. I'm looking at getting it to a circle of about 8 inches in diameter. So you just keep pressing down to make that circle. The good thing about soda bread is that it's a rustic looking bread, so you don't even have to try to make it overly beautiful or to perfect it. You just do your thing and it still comes out really nice and tastes great. So you can see that's what we're looking for, and I'm going to try to lift it. As you can see, lifting and pressing down again. Have some flour underneath the dough so it doesn't stick again this time. And I'm just going to finish up with my fingertips this way. So I'm used to this, but if you're not, you can of course get a ruler that will help you measure at the 8-inch diameter that we spoke about. So I think that's about perfect. That's what we're looking for. Right here I already have a cast iron skillet that I greased with butter. Then I of course sprinkled some flour on it, as you can see. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, your normal pan for baking will work just fine. I actually use my normal baking sheet or normal baking pan, and it still comes out really nicely. So I'm going to be placing this inside the cast iron skillet now. Right now I'm going to leave this. Like I said, it's important that during the final process in which you shape it and press it down, that you put some flour beneath so that it doesn't stick. So right now I'm just going to lift this gently, and of course very quickly too, and onto the cast iron skillet it goes. So I'm going to use a knife right now to make a deep cut in the center of my dough, another deep cut like a cross in my dough, that way. So this will be going into the oven now at about 180 degrees, and usually it cooks for about 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm going to place this in the oven, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like by the time it's cooked. So I just got the soda bread out of the oven, and that's how it looks. The great thing about soda bread is that it usually has a crunchy exterior and it's usually white moist inside. So once I get my soda bread out of the oven, I like to wrap it with a kitchen towel because it helps it retain the moisture, and so if you're refrigerating it, it helps it stay really nice after some days. So this is still white warm, and I'm going to be wrapping it up now. I'm just going to place a kitchen towel over it like this, and like I said, that's what it looks like at the base. You can see I'm just going to wrap this over it, and I'll give it a bit of time to cool off a bit. Then I'll come and slice into it and show you how I like to have my soda bread. So that's exactly how I like to have my soda bread. It goes very well with hummus and a cup of tea. It also goes very well with some avocado. This can be used as breakfast. It's very nice, very healthy. Even the kids love it as well. I hope you give this recipe a go and let us know what your take is on this. Please, if you've not subscribed, don't forget to do so by clicking on the subscribe button, and give us a thumbs up if you do like this video. Thank you.